Hi guys, welcome to Iht Hotel School's Virtual Open Day. We are so excited to welcome you today. And even though we're not able to do so physically, thank goodness for technology that allows us to still welcome you on our campus. So let's get inside, grab a cup of coffee, and then we can start the open day. Thank you, Anne-Marie.
Pleasure.
All right, while I enjoy my coffee, I'm going to hand you over to Anton and Corrie Smith, the founders of Iht Hotel School, so they can tell you a little bit more about what we are all about.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. My name is Corrie Smith and I'm the founder of Iht Hotel School. I'm so glad you can join us today, and I want to tell you there is life after COVID-19, especially a hospitality life. And why do I say that? Because in the hospitality industry, I believe we are part of what we call an essential service. Why? Because people will always need to travel. And those people, it doesn't matter if they're traveling for business, and if they are traveling for leisure, they need to be able to stay somewhere, be it in a 5-star hotel or in a bed and breakfast establishment. Or it might just be that those people are the people that need to eat. It doesn't matter where we are, they all form part of what we call a global hospitality industry. One thing that this COVID-19 brought about is it challenged all of us to start thinking outside of the box. Just think about it. Last year this time, you would never imagine that next year in your matric year, you would be sitting maybe in your lounge in your pajamas, still in class in a virtual classroom, looking at your friends and at your teacher on a mobile screen or even on your laptop screen. It has challenged you to start thinking outside of the box.
Hi, I'm Anton Smith, the Commercial Manager for Iht Hotel School, and thank you for tuning in to our Virtual Open Day today. Did you know that Iht is the only higher educational hotel school in the northern suburbs of Cape Town? And for the last 22 years, hundreds and hundreds of students have graduated from Iht and currently find themselves in national and international strategic positions worldwide. We are proud of our campus, as Iht Hotel School is situated in the beautiful upmarket area of Oudtshoorn in the northern suburbs of Cape Town. Our campus buildings was declared a national monument in 1980, and we are situated on a 2,000 square meter piece of land with terraces rolling down to a river. Wow, isn't this a peaceful environment to study in?
The hospitality industry is one of those industries where we are constantly thinking about doing things outside of the box. If you want to stay part of this industry, you always need to be one step ahead. Be it that you might be a barman, you need to make sure that you're one step ahead of the barman next door. Why? If you can have the ability to just flare your bottles when making a cocktail, it will ensure that your customers come running back to you. In that same way, I know that in the hospitality industry, every single day, we are being challenged with things like, what can I do in order to wow my customers, to make sure that they come back to us, to make sure that I add a wow factor that will ensure that the customers keep on coming back to my establishment, be it in a bar or a hotel. Let me give you another example. The Hilton Hotel in Japan, for instance, have a little robot that is their concierge, and every millennial wants to book at that hotel. Why? Because they want to take a picture next to a talking robot and then have the ability to post it on their Instagram to say, yo dudes, I was there, come have a look. And I want to say to you that thinking outside of the box is one of the essential things we need in the hospitality industry. And if you know that you are wired in a way that you always want to make sure that you think outside of the box, creating an experience to people that would want them to come back to you for good service, and you want to become part of this global industry, I want to invite you today to come and have a look what we have to offer in Iht Hotel School that will help you to become part of the essential service called the hospitality industry in the future.
At Iht, we offer a personal, nurturing environment to our students, and it's part of our values that we feel we have a responsibility to invest more in our students than just academics. Because Iht Hotel School is a private higher education, our classes are smaller, which is much better for the transfer of skills and is excellent for learning delivery.
I really believe the hospitality industry is an industry that is part of the essential services, and it's an industry that will always be with us. It doesn't matter what the situation around us economically, globally, what we are facing. Hospitality is one of those things that will always be here. It's an essential service. And if you want to be part of this global industry, I want to invite you to come and have a look at what we offer at Iht Hotel School to help you to become part of this global industry.
And like Kari Smith, our CEO, said, Iht is definitely the vehicle to bring you into this essential world of the global hospitality industry. Why is Iht your vehicle? Our program is in essence a business management program with a hospitality flavor. Our content is very unique, and hospitality business management forms the basis of many other career paths that you can follow. At Iht Hotel School, we offer paid internships. Isn't that a great way to start your career, by getting paid while you do in-service training? So there you have it. This is just a few points why Iht Hotel School is tailor-made for you.
I want to thank you for tuning in today, and I really look forward in hearing from you, and I cannot wait to see how we can help you to become part of this global industry.
Hi guys, welcome to Iht Hotel School's Virtual Open Day, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Anna-Marie, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about what we offer at Iht Hotel School. We train and equip students with the skills needed to become leaders of tomorrow's hospitality establishments. What do we offer? We offer a 3-year full-time diploma in hospitality management, meaning that you receive university-level education, including a broad subject content based on the different sectors of hospitality, as well as internships at top 4- and 5-star hotels throughout South Africa, as well as abroad. The focus of our program is hospitality, service, management, business, as well as entrepreneurial skills transfer to our students. Year 1 of the program focuses on practical application of the theoretical knowledge that our students gain in their classes at Iht Hotel School. In Year 2 and 3 of the program, the focus shifts towards the management, business, and entrepreneurial skills. Year 2 of the program requires our students to plan and execute charity events for Touching Lives, a non-profit organization started up by Iht Hotel School in 2010. This teaches them the value of community service. In Year 3 of the program, students are required to stretch their managerial muscles when setting up business plans for hospitality businesses that they came up with. So that concludes what we offer at Iht Hotel School. So how are we able to do that? We do it by providing a quality academic service. What does that mean? When you study at Iht Hotel School, you receive a quality guarantee on the diploma that you receive at the end of your 3 years of studies. Iht Hotel School is registered with the Department of Higher Education and Training. The program we offer, the Diploma in Hospitality Management, is also accredited by South African Council of Higher Education and Training on an NQF Level 6. We also create a learning environment for our students that encourages their development, both intellectually as well as personally. In the classroom, our focus is on optimal skills transfer. We are able to offer this due to the smaller classroom setup that we offer at Iht Hotel School. Our classes never exceed 20 to 30 students in a classroom. Our students also have a lot of contact time with their lecturers. Apart from contact time in a classroom setup, our students also receive additional assistance from lecturers in the form of consultations. Students that struggle with certain work concepts are able to schedule time on the consultation board to get the additional assistance from their lecturers.
We also offer our students a broader experience of the industry by not just offering class experience, but also industry experience. Our students are taken out into industry to experience what the industry is about. This includes site inspections at some of our partner hotels, visits to wine farms, as well as a lot of other beverage outings. We also have a counselor on staff at Iht Hotel School that assists our students that need additional emotional support. Our campus culture at Iht Hotel School is also very unique. We are very well known for our family-orientated culture at IHT. When you come and study here, we know you by name, and you are certainly not just a number to us. Our program greatly relies on our relationships with industry partners throughout the global hospitality industry. When you come study at Iht Hotel School, you will complete 2 internships, either local or abroad. This will mean that by the time you graduate as an Iht Hotel School at the end of your 3rd year, you will have completed a full year of experience that you can add to your CV when applying for positions in our industry. Our relationships include Marriott International, the Liz McGrath Collection, the One and Only Resorts, Fan Court in George, the Newmark Hotel Group, as well as the Royal Portfolio. A quick overview of where some of our students completed their internships during their studies at Iht Hotel School. Jessica Mtsweni completed her 1st year internship at Sky Villa in Plettenberg Bay. Caroline Smith completed hers at Motswari Private Game Reserve, which forms part of the Newmark Hotel Group. Jordan Urdang completed his final year internship at the Westin in Dubai. With your IHT diploma in hand, you will be able to work all across the globe. A quick glimpse of where some of our students are currently working. Reinhard Korf, an IHT graduate, is currently the Senior Hotel Pre-Opening Manager for the Citizen M Hotel Group. They recently opened a brand new hotel in Seattle in America. Leora Ment, also an IHT graduate, is currently an event planner at Century City Conference Center and Hotel. This is also the establishment where Leora completed her final year internship before being offered a permanent position to join the team. Stefan Huggett, also an IHT graduate at Iht Hotel School, is currently the Sales and Marketing Executive at the Spear Wine Estate in Stellenbosch. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy the rest of the Open Day.
Hi, my name is Almarie and this is
Imaka, and I'm the marketing face you may have seen a little more regularly.
Right, I am here today as food and beverage lecturer at Iht Hotel School to show you what we usually do when we have open days. So during open days this year we had this wonderful theme of tasting and feeling and hearing everything. But unfortunately now, since we are in lockdown, that is not possible. So we'll be doing the tasting and the feeling and the hearing for you today. So what we're doing is not mocktails, but locktails. The first one we're doing today is a Moscow Mule. Moscow Mule is made with vodka, which you can't purchase this moment, so we are calling it a masked mule because it has no vodka in it. So the first thing we are going to do is we're taking some ginger, putting it in a glass. We are adding some lime juice to that. A little bit of lime juice, and then let's put some limes in there, and we're going to use, to be fair, you should know this name when you're going to study at IHT. This is called a muddler and this is called a jigger. So we're using our muddler and we're just extracting some of the juice here so that we can get a nice juice going. Then we are going to add some mint to that. So it's all in the spirit of thinking we're having a nice cocktail. We're slapping our mint just to wake them up, to get a little bit of taste in there. And then I'm going to add some ice. This is called a jigger, once again. And I am looking for my gum syrup. We're adding just a little bit of gum syrup, which at this stage does not seem to be working. Imaka, thank you very much. Right, there we go. We're adding some gum syrup. Just for those of you who don't know, gum syrup, same thing as simple syrup, which is a 50-50 mixture of sugar and water. It's just to add some sweetness to our drink. I am now going to close this up. in my Boston shaker, and we are shaking to get all the flavors extracted. A Moscow Mule is typically served in a little mug that is made of copper. We don't have one of those. I have my little mug, got some mint, fresh ice, some lime in there as well. Opening up everything, so I'm going to do it the other way around and just getting some of those flavors extracted. There we go. Pour it in there. And now I'm topping it up as a Moscow Mule wants, but our Moscow Mule wants it as well. Some ginger beer. Et voila. And there we have a Moscow Mule. Sit back and relax. Imeke.
Yes. I have a question. What about the lime, the ginger, and things that students or young kids might not enjoy? I, for one, as a kid, did not enjoy any lime. So, couldn't we do something for them, something a little different?
I'm sure we can do something different. Show me. Let's do, I'm going to challenge you to make a Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple? Who's she?
Shirley Temple was an actress, young child in the 30s, I think, and she was known to be to like her cocktails. Now, obviously mocktails, and she was served this drink regularly, and she enjoyed it. So let's see, what are you going to put in that drink for me?
Wonderful. Firstly, we're going to start with our glass. We have a bit of a procedure for things like this, which you will learn as a student at Iht Hotel School. It's glass, ice, spirit, mix, garnish. So now that we've got our glass, we're going to cheat the system ever so slightly by building a cocktail within this beautiful glass. So what I'm going to do initially is use our jigger, which you have been made accustomed to, and use a simple syrup that has a little bit of color, referred to as grenadine. So we're going to start with a single measure. Single tot. Now we're going to top that up with some ice. Just enough to fill the glass and for it to stay right at the bottom. Right, we're going to add some maraschino cherries to this. Two of three of them should be more than enough. Now we're going to add some orange segments, which you'll also learn how to do here at IHT. Right. We're going to top that up with a little bit of ginger ale.
Oh, I like that. That looks very cool.
And I think that even though some kids might not eat or enjoy cherries, it'd be exchangeable with any other type of something that they might be accustomed to. And then we're going to add a little bit of decor in the sense of enjoying and sipping on this beautiful kids version of a mocktail. Not as strong, not the overpowering flavors that their young palates might not yet be used to.
If they don't like ginger ale, for instance, do you think I can use something like 7-Up?
I think 7-Up, or alternatively
Fantastic.
lemonade, which has a little bit of a sweeter flavor, would incorporate perfectly into this mixture.
So now what I want to do is go over to a little bit of the real stuff, not kids play anymore. So now I'm going over to a non-alcoholic gin. Yes, people, actually, if you smell it, so let's engage the senses again. We have a fantastic smell coming off, a little bit perfumey, but I've got this wonderful non-alcoholic gin, which you can buy at any Spar, Pick n Pay, Checkers, wherever they do sell liquor, but the non-alcoholic ones you can buy wherever.
Because we can't access any liquor at the moment.
No liquor
for us.
So this is
perfect.
So at least you can still trick your mind a little bit about, here it is, let's use it. So I'm going to go again, and what we're going to do now is show you different versions of just flavoring this whole thing, but using our non-alcoholic gin. And it's going to be a built cocktail. So when you come here, you'll learn about built and stirred and shaken and all types of cocktails. So we're going again with glass ice spirit mix garnish. So the first thing I'm going to do is use a nice big glass so that it feels like I'm really going to enjoy this marvel of non-alcoholic drinks.
And I think once it's done, it'll be extremely classy and sophisticated. While you're in your gown or not, don't you just want to sit back in a nice robe, slippers, and a beautiful mocktail?
So here we go. Glass, ice, spirit. I'm going to do a double tot from our jigger of non-alcoholic gin. While we're pouring the gin, well, whatever alcohol we're using, always over the ice is just to chill our spirit, or in this case, non-alcoholic for that matter, and chill it in our glass. So now we have glass, ice, spirit. Let's see, what have you got? Your double tot?
So we're going in the same manner. The only difference here is that I've got some basil leaves in the bottom. Remember, we're heading for sophistication. We're still going for the double tot of our non-alcoholic gin. Using a jigger is always a bit of a sensitive topic. Establishments often go for the no overpouring because it's costing quite a bit of money.
Yes.
But trust me, your customers who watch you pour will always say, don't underpour. Is that a real double? So let's pop that in.
There we go.
Right, we're both roughly on the same stage at this moment.
So what we're going to do now is we are going to give you two different versions of this thing. So I think for mine, I'm going to go for the very grown up. Let's see. Rosemary and some cucumber. What are you going to do?
I'm going to work with a flavor that, again, the younger palate might not be well accustomed to, but grapefruits are extremely very good at comparing and actually blending in well with gin. The juniper flavor and the grapefruit, although extremely bitter, really do blend so well together.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Great
right,
stuff.
So I'm putting a sprig in here. They also like to be slapped around a little bit sometimes just to wake them up. So I'm putting some sprigs of rosemary in there, and then I'm popping in look at this, some very nice cucumber. You just use a normal peeler, fruit peeler, and you just go and make long ribbons, and it looks so nice and sophisticated. I'm going to pop that in, maybe one or two I'll leave a little bit long. There we go. Maybe another one just for, nice.
Wonderful.
Oh, okay, I like your colors.
So far the color
Nice.
lifted slightly. The green
Yes.
is beautiful, but I think the grapefruit color just brings it out ever so slightly. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to start topping up with some tonic water, which is the general G and T. So the tonic to my gin. It's a cliche, but it always works.
Here we go.
Right.
Right, so you've got a little bit more flavor, so you can go with
Yes.
tonic. I've got very neutral and very herbally flavors here. So I need a little bit of oomph to this. And I am going to ask for some of your
Ginger ale.
ginger ale, please.
Yes, most certainly.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to social distance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you can take it
I
from
almost
me.
got that wrong. Where's my sanitizer? Oh, I don't even have alcohol to wash my hands with now. There we go. So I'm topping it up. Let's see what yours look like.
Many times we can actually use one of these. It's a bar spoon with a beautiful swirl in it, just to give it a little stir and bring up some of the flavors from the bottom. That also ensures that if it is an alcohol-based mocktail or cocktail, the alcohol is not all lying at the bottom and you're tasting just the tonic water at the top. So let's top that up ever so slightly. And if you then wish to garnish, you are welcome to do so just along the side.
There we go.
Yeah, so there's a bit more color involved in this one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So what I'm going to show you next is if you're feeling a little bit 007-ish and you're looking for a nice gin martini, we're using our non-alcoholic again. So I am going to show you the stirred, not shaken version. So again, I'm adding to my glass some ice. Again, this is to chill the drink down, and we are going to add 2, 3 shots of non-alcoholic gin to a glass with ice. I'm putting in my bar spoon and just swirling it around. So what I'm doing now is chilling the drink down, diluting it a little bit, and just trying to look a little bit cool while I'm doing it. So now my drink is nice and chilled. I'm taking my Hawthorne strainer, another name you should know, and I am going to pour my gin straight into a glass. And then an interesting fact. So I don't know if any of you know this, but the number of olives that is put in your drink indicates the number of shots of alcohol that's in there. So interesting fact. There will be no vermouth in this one. A lot of people don't even like the taste of vermouth. Vermouth, you can't get non-alcoholic vermouth at this stage. So I'm putting 3 olives for my 3 tots in there. And I'm saying, cheers! Let's hear what a couple of our students have to say about IHT.
Then I'll be taking you through on a virtual tour of our campus.
Hi, I'm Jessica Mtweni. I'm a second year student, and the reason why I chose to study hospitality is because there is literally nothing quite like the feeling of seeing someone happy and knowing that you are the reason behind that smile that they're wearing on their face.
My name is Michael. I'm a third year student at Iht Hotel School. The reason why I decided to study hospitality was because it's a very interesting career choice. There's a lot of opportunities in the world and you can meet a lot of different people. The hospitality industry did live up to my expectations, especially with my internship in Omanis at the Marine Hotel. I met a lot of interesting people, dealt with some very difficult customers at some times, but otherwise it was very good. There was a lot of opportunities to learn and grow in my career.
My name is Isabella De Silva. I'm a second year student at Iht Hotel School. I took a while to decide what I wanted to study. It took me 2 years. I started studying when I was 20 years old, and during those 2 years I traveled a lot and I worked. And during my travels and my working, a lot of people told me that I have a very compassionate personality and I'm very kind and I make people feel at home. So what I wanted to figure out was how could I incorporate my personality traits in a career. And then I came across the hospitality industry and I just thought this would be perfect with me, and that's how I started my journey in the hospitality industry at Iht Hotel School.
One of the things that I love about IHT is the broad module content that it boasts. And another thing is that our lecturers have had first-hand experience in the industry, which, you know, it is a key factor in actually preparing us students for our work integrated learning. And another thing is the family culture. There's a deep sense of community at Iht Hotel School, and I love how the lecturers, you know, give individual attention to each and every one of us students and actually encourage us to thrive. I believe that it's rare, and You don't just go off to college or university or anywhere and, you know, find that quite easily.
I was very blessed to do my internship at the one and only Cape Town, and during my time there, for my 6-month period, I learned a lot of managerial lessons and a lot of life lessons as well, but it was just so much more than that. I also built an extended family there, and I was very blessed as well. My manager at the time, Ryan, he's the Learning and Development Manager of the one and only, he allowed me and gave me the opportunity to do more departments other than the 4 basic departments that you do during your first year, which is front office, food and beverage, housekeeping and kitchen. I did other departments such as revenue and HR, which just gave me a more broader perspective of how a hotel is run and the inside and out. And I think that just built a very solid foundation for me for my first year internship, and I'll carry that throughout my career.
My first industry internship was completed at Sky Villa Boutique Hotel in Plettenberg Bay, and I would definitely say that it did live up to my expectations, and it was a whole lot more than that. I feel that the industry actually teaches you a lot about the hotelier and leader that you want to become. You experience the good and the bad, but those are all key factors, you know, in shaping you as a future leader in the hospitality industry. One of my greatest motivations when I went to work every single morning or afternoons even was that when you love your job, it's no longer a job, it's joy. You know, this industry, one of the things that this industry thrives on is passion. So you definitely need to be, you know, passionate about what you do, because truth be told, it's not an easy industry to be in. But when you love what you do and you're passionate and you look forward to each day with a positive attitude, then it becomes all the more worthwhile.
There's an open door policy at IHT Hotel Schools which makes students feel at home, and they're always there if you need them, which I find is very important for a first year coming into a college experience. And also the lecturers are very invested in your career path, and they help you find a hotel that is perfectly suited to your needs and your personality. And I think that's very important, because your first year internship helps mold your experience and your perspective of the hospitality industry.
So during this lockdown period, I've been working on my business plan, making use of IHT's online learning portal. It's been quite helpful. With this time now, we've been able to work a lot more, focus more on our studies, and then practice a bit of our cooking skills as well.
During the lockdown, I've made myself a promise that I'll use this time wisely to do things that I never really had the time to do. So I've been doing things like working out a good exercise routine, experimenting with vegetarian recipes, which I really enjoy and my family really enjoys, reading a lot and watching series, of course, and playing with my animals. And I also have a 5-year-old nephew, which keeps me very entertained during the day.
So during lockdown, I actually try to keep my daily schedule as normal as possible. Actually try not to wake up too late. That way I can actually get more done. Post-lockdown, what am I looking most forward to? Well, definitely coming back to campus and wearing my uniform again. I don't know, you just get, you know, this inexplicable amount of confidence in your blue and black. And definitely spending some time with friends and family again, and sitting in the nook of a cute coffee shop in town, having coffee in one hand and carrot cake on the other, and just an invigorating book in the other hand. And I also miss going to art galleries and live theatre shows, and spending Friday evenings at open mic poetry sessions with some of my friends.
So if you are interested in the hospitality industry, IHT is a great place to come and study at. There is really good contact with the lecturers. They're always there to help you and assist you with anything you have any issues with. They teach you everything you need to know about hospitality, and the culture on the campus is really amazing.
The most important thing for me studying at IHT is the environment. So I'm not just talking about the location of the campus. It's very beautiful and relaxing, but I'm talking about the family-oriented environment that the campus brings, with the lecturers and the student relationships, and they're always there for you if you need anything. IHT has a lot of connections with the hotel world, and they have very good relations with the premier hotels, and the lecturers are also very invested in helping you find a hotel for your internship that suits your personality and needs. And this is very important because it's important for you as a student to find a hotel that will give you a good perspective of the hospitality industry and have a good foundation for you to start your career off.
Thank you for sticking with us. Let's have a look around the campus. Firstly, we have a student pause area. So this is where our students are able to sit, have a little bit of lunch. They're welcome to do some training on the coffee machine over here. And at any given stage, they get to practice a little bit of their coffee making skills. Let's move over to this side. To our student information area. Upstairs there's a wonderful student lounge with a library for research purposes. Our students can access printing as well as the Wi-Fi for their research purposes. Let's have a look at one of our classrooms. So at IHT Hotel School we generally only have 2 of our student groups on campus at any given time. This is because our third group will always be in the industry. As you can see, our students have access to a beautiful PowerPoint presentation and they have contact time with the lecturers on campus. Our boardroom has been made available for meetings and for our Student Representative Council when they are planning the ever-important Student Annual Formal. This is an auspicious occasion where we generally have all 3 year groups on campus at one stage and they get to dress up and enjoy an evening of festivities. Out here we have a tranquil environment which creates a beautiful setting for our students during lunchtime. In addition, this residential area creates the atmosphere that we're trying to host for our students. It also contributes to the wonderful learning environment that we have set. So thank you for joining us at our virtual open day. The IHT Hotel School team looks forward to welcoming you next time. Bye-bye.